What's up gangster pranksters, it's your boy Sensei Eduardo. Your friend Count Remy is on spring break, and he told me to take over his channel. He wanted me to create something that would give people a good chuckle. So, I have decided to create a chess video, and show you someone who tried to fool's mate me and failed miserably at it. In fact, a person with a brain the size of a walnut could have done better than him. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. The person I am playing is a gentleman from Ukraine whose name is Mihailo_777, which sounds a lot like Mikhail Gorbachev. Anyways, this little gem is going to show what happens when people that have no inkling on how to play chess try playing scholar's mate. With an accuracy of 6.4%, which is as good as a toddler playing chess for the first time, you know that this match is going to be really spicy. He is playing as white and I am playing as black. He starts off by moving his pawn to e4, which is common in the chess world for those who don't know. I move my pawn to d5 in order to either take his pawn or move my queen to the center of the board. However, he shows little interest in his measly pawn and instead moves his queen to h5.
Bruh.
Of course. He's trying to scholar's mate me. Anyone that has at least 4 brain cells and has an IQ above 0 degrees can see that. Deciding to play dumb and to let him have a shrivel of hope, I move my pawn to take his pawn. As expected, he moved his bishop to c4. I decided now would be a great time to actually stop his attempts at a quick checkmate and move my pawn in order to try and capture the queen. Surprisingly for someone that is playing a garbage opening, he has enough knowledge to move his queen over to e5 in hopes to snatch a pawn for his troubles. Unfortunately for him, I launched my Topol-M intercontinental ballistic missile to keep my pawn safe. Seeing how big IQ the move was, he too moves his knight for what reasons I still have no idea. A couple of boring moves later and I move my bishop pro g4, checking his king. Just like YouTube Rewind 2018,
it's rewind time.
Mikhailo's master plan falls apart epically. The innocent man moves his pawn, in which response I take with my pawn, in which I respond by taking his pawn with my bishop, creating nothing short of a magnificent fork with his rook and king. He moves his king, of course, as he has no other choice, and I zap his rook out of existence. The next step in my master plan is moving my queen to fork his knight, and just like a mouse eyeing a sliver of cheese on a mousetrap, didn't see my plan and fell for it. I took his knight, and that was one step too much for the Ukrainian soul, as he resigned immediately after. It was a shame, since I was about to fork his rook, king, and queen on the next move. Subscribe and like, or else Eduardo will find you. I don't jest, he subscribe.